Welcome dear students to today's session of Summit for Max. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. Let's get started. In today's session of Integral Calculus, we are going to see a new topic, definite integrals. So far we learnt about indefinite integrals on elementary algebraic, exponential, trigonometric and logarithmic functions. Now we are going to study about the definite integrals. Geometrically, definite integrals, that is integral of a to b f of x dx, represents the limits of a sum. It is also represented as the area bounded by the curve y is equal to f of x. The fundamental theorem of integral calculus. First fundamental theorem states that if f of x is a continuous function and capital F of x is equal to integral a to x f of t dt, then f dash of x is equal to small f of x. Let f of x be a continuous function on AB. If capital F of x is an antiderivative of f of x, then integral a to b f of x dx is equal to capital B minus capital A. Here, a and b are known as the lower limit and upper limit of the definite integral. Let us discuss a few problems on the second fundamental theorem. Here we have a problem. Evaluate the following: integral 0 to 1 e to the power of 2x dx. We know that the integration of e to the power of 2x dx is e to the power of 2x by 2, and the limits are 0 to 1. Bringing half out and substituting the upper limit and lower limit, we get half into e to the power of 2 minus e to the power of 0, which will give you half into e to the power of 2 minus 1. So the next problem we have is integral 0 to 1 by 4 root of 1 minus 4x into dx. So it can be written as whole to the power of half. Integrating, we get 1 minus 4x whole to the power of half plus 1 by minus 4 into half plus 1. The limits are 0 to 1 by 4. In the next step, we have 1 plus 4x whole to the power of 3 by 2 by minus 4 into 3 by 2, and the limits are from 0 to 1 by 4. Cancelling 4 and 2, we get 2. So we get 1 minus 4x whole to the power of 3 by 2 by minus 6 within the limit 0 to 1 by 4. Now let us substitute the limits. Bringing minus 1 by 6 out, we get 1 minus 4 into upper limit is 1 by 4 whole to the power of 3 by 2 minus 1 minus 0 whole to the power of 3 by 2. So in the next step we get minus 1 by 6 into 0 to the power of 3 by 2 minus 1 to the power of 3 by 2. So we get minus 1 by 6 into minus 1, which is 1 by 6. That is the answer for this integration. So the next problem for today's session is integral 1 to 2 x dx by x squared plus 1. Here let us substitute t is equal to x squared plus 1. So dt is equal to 2x dx. So dt by 2 is equal to x into dx. When x is equal to 1, we get t is equal to 1 squared plus 1, which is equal to 2. And when x is equal to 2, we get t is equal to 2 squared plus 1, which is 4 plus 1, so 5. So when we are substituting, we have to also consider the limits. So here the limit changes and the new limits are 2 to 5 dt by 2t. Bringing out 1 by 2, we get log t. Substituting the upper limit, we get log 5, lower limit minus log 2. So which will give half into log of 5 by 2. Integral 0 to 3 e to the power of x by 1 plus e to the power of x into dx. Again, let us substitute t is equal to 1 plus e to the power of x. So dt is equal to e to the power of x into dx. When x is equal to 0, t is equal to 1 plus e to the power of 0. So 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. Any number to the power of 0 is 1. So e to the power of 0 is 1. When x is equal to 3, we get t is equal to 1 plus e cube. Now I becomes integral of 2 to 1 plus e cube dt by t. So the integration is log t. The limits are 2 to 1 plus e cube. Substituting the upper limit, we get log of 1 plus e cube minus log 2. So we get log of 1 plus e cube by 2. So this is your answer. So the last problem for today's session is integral 0 to 1 x e power x squared into dx. Let us substitute t is equal to x squared. So dt is equal to 2x dx. So dt by 2 is equal to x into dx. When x is equal to 0, we get t is equal to 0. When x is equal to 1, t is also 1. Therefore, I is equal to integral 0 to 1 e to the power of t into dt by 2. So we get 1 by 2 into e to the power of t 0 to 1. Substituting the upper limit and lower limit, we get half of e to the power of 1 minus e to the power of 0, which is half into e to the power of 1 can be written as e minus e to the power of 0 is 1. So that's the answer. Hope this session was interesting. For much more, please subscribe to the channel Summit for Maths. Thank you.